Howdy, this is Doug over at the Red Chip Poker Forums, and I wanted to answer a question by Red Chipper Jumbo Denton. He is in the final four of a multi-table tournament, and the blinds have gotten quite big. He didn't say how big the payouts were or anything, so I'm just going to assume it's a pretty big daily, and that getting third is much better than getting fourth, second is much better than getting third, and first is where most of the money's at. So that's how most of these kinds of daily tournaments are, and based on the stack sizes here for the final four, it makes me think he was playing a daily. Okay, so now what happens? I noticed that when he posted this hand, he just gave the stack sizes. I converted those to big blinds. That's just a habit of mine when I'm looking at tournament hands, because that's what really matters. Okay, so Under the Gun has two big blinds and ships it in. That doesn't mean anything. He could have anything. But then we notice that mid-position with only 5 big blinds, he folds, and then the small blind calls. Okay, if the small blind wants to call here, he's probably got a reasonable hand. And if you were to simply call, you're virtually guaranteed that this is going to check all the way down. Because there's this implicit collusion that two hands can beat one hand much easier, and you both benefit greatly from going up the pay scale. So I would have just flat called here with the ace-7, knowing I'm going to get to a free showdown, and I think that would have been the right thing to do. And I believe your opponent chastised you for not doing that. Now you took a much more aggressive line here, where you made a half-pot raise, and I'm not in love with that. If you're going to raise here, then just ship it all in. Just be done with it. Get it all in. I don't think the half pot really is a good raise size here. But because of the payout ladder, I really think you just need to flat here and check it down. Now the rest of this post goes on where you make that raise and the other guy calls, and then let's see what happens here. You ended up winning the hand. So it worked out for you, but I think that just checking it down is good. The only person at this table that can knock you out is the small blind, and he was in the hand. I don't think you want to get involved here, not when there's one, maybe two players that are going to be knocked out by the escalating blinds very quickly. So you've got to take the meta strategy here, and I think just fold or more likely call and check it down unless you get like 2 pair or better. But that's where you're going to go. If you are going to raise this, ship it in. Don't just do a half pot. Get it in there. All right, if you like this kind of things, go to the Red Chip Poker Forums and subscribe here.